as you guys recall, during the last game, you guys were separated from the party as your 3 boats were swept away downriver, and you entered a large chamber with, while strong currents and fast moving, it was large in diameter, which put you on a relatively level water surface for quite a while. You're looking at about 3 minutes. But you have also been... That was my fault. Now I don't remember where that was. So you were in a position where you had to you had to try and get your boats together, and as you were attacked from above by these brain beak tentacle creatures, which just seem like friendly critters, as critters do. So towards that end, they fell from above and attacked you. You have begun defending yourself when we ended the last game. If you give me a second, I'm going to get this game going. I just need to fix a mistake I made. Unless you remember whose turn it was.
I do not.
I'm going to say it was Bomir's turn.
I was thinking that, but I'm not positive, so I didn't want to say it.
It's an easy fix real quick. Thankfully, I record the games. The easy fix is to go here and watch the end of the last video.
Josh, you listened to that video?
I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to the very beginning of it, and I've heard that, but I still...
Okay, so last game.
It was recently ranked as one of the top 10 catchiest songs ever written.
Ha.
What was?
I figure I'll listen to it once we're done here.
Spanish Flea by the Tijuana Brass Band.
Wow.
Okay, it looks like Bomir was the actual last one to go, and it put it back at the top of the round. You guys were... Yeah, it looks like that's where we ended, and that's where we'll pick up. So you guys were the last ones to go. It put it back at the top of the round, which is the nice, happy Grell, who wants to have a conversation. And let's get some nice water.
So, Bomir's turn was over, or can I
yes,
move him?
His turn just ended.
Can I move him since it just ended?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to take a 5-foot step over there in the corner.
Okay. And it's going to be Grell number 12, who's going to move down and attack. Let's find some battle music here. Let's see. I don't know if that's battle music, but we'll see. It's underwater battle music. And he misses with both hits. Puts it to Valdu.
Alright, at that end, give me just 1 second. For whatever reason, lagging. Like, I cannot seem to get certain things up here. What is a level 6 magic missile again? I really gotta make a thing for this.
Orin? Three is 1, so 4, 5, 6, which is 6.
Okay, so...
Hold on a second. Give me a second. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My mistake, it would be 8d4.
8d4 plus 6,
8.
right? Oh, 8d4 plus 8?
Correct.
Okay. And that would be it for my thing, so let me go ahead and roll these.
Roll what now?
I'm using my magic missile. And I totally forgot to target Grell 2021.
That's fine. I'll drag and drop it.
And that was supposed to have +2 for my people helping. Damn it.
Got it.
Thank you,
It's automatically figured now.
It should automatically be figured for normal attacks, non-magical, always, but we'll have to see if it rolls in.
Okay.
We'll see if it rolls in. If you roll an actual attack from your sheet, it will, but if you just roll dice, it won't.
Right.
Okay. Durandon. It's a hit.
It's kind of a crappy roll on those D4s.
That's alright. The Hokor got a crit of 2211.
Yeah, I saw that. That was right after I joined in.
You can, hold on, Durandon. You can use your cunning action, break contact, and then move to where they can't flank you like that, because they're going to get advantage on attacks on you.
I always forget I have that.
Alrighty. Grell 21 seems to dislike you.
Oh boy.
He lashes out with his tentacles and his beak and misses both times.
Oh, good.
The Grells are attempting to swarm you guys as best they can. The Grell number 4 manages to connect with its tentacle on Durandon, but you get a natural 20 in return on your saving throw. They are advancing, and when they do, they're using their tentacles to lash out at you. And then as they swing their tentacles around, they try to bite with their beak. That's the second natural 20 saving throw. It's a good day to be on these boats.
Apparently.
So, the Grell number 2 north of Bomir rolls a natural 1, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Whoop, whoop. It should have only been 1, and I don't know why I rolled 2.
Both hit, so.
Well, it's attack of opportunity, so only one of them, so.
Right, Okay.
Well,
And now it's Bomir's actual turn.
okay. Which one of the two is more messed up, Grell 2 or Grell 12?
I'd have to look. Let's see. Looks like Grell 12.
Okay. He is going to attack him. Fuck. Turnabout's fair play.
Turnabout is indeed fair play. We'll just hop back up here and do it this way. Save us all a little bit of headache. So his attack missed, and we'll go down to... Who's the other one? 2?
Yes.
And both miss. So Grell 12 continues lashing out with its tentacles and its beak, both of which cannot seem to penetrate the hard, crunchy outer shell of the orc.
Yes, but just like a walnut, once you Get past the hard outer layer. It's nice and gooey inside.
I have no spells that can help very well here.
Hit him with your shillelagh.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, but you have. I mean, there's lots of spells.
Well, I have tons of spells, but things like Ice Storm, smacking a boat with an Ice Storm doesn't seem like a very good idea to me. Then there's Wall of Fire, which is also not good on boats.
Okay.
Call Lightning would also strike our friendlies.
I'm not gonna. Hey, you're level 8. I'm not gonna tell you how to play a character. You decide which spells are worth a damn and which aren't.
Right. These guys have any visible metal on them?
They do not.
Fuck. Well, let's see if that thing applies.
Got both of them targeted.
Oh, nice. Oh, terrible.
Better than nothing.
This is true.
Plus, you got a crit.
Look at that. Found that sword of yours. That's a hit.
Awesome. How's number 4 looking?
Which one? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Number 4.
Number 4 is he's hurt pretty bad. I mean, not awfully, but he's definitely starting to hobble.
Is it possible for me to disengage from this position?
Yes. As a rogue, you can take any action and disengage anywhere.
Yeah, that's supposed to be up 1. Thank you.
Okay, Grell 21. Let's see. Trying to get the Valdu. Just go through these attacks real quick for you guys. Manages to snap at to bury its beak in a hinge of your armor there, Durandon, and tear out some flesh. And the Grell north of Valdu smacks him with its tentacles, and you feel some paralyzing poison leaking into your bloodstream, but you do manage to shake it off.
And Bomir's turn. Yay. Still going after 12.
Hit.
Okay, and he's gonna do Divine Smite, which is 3d8 because he's losing a level 2. I can only use that once per round, right?
Correct. Well,
Okay.
I believe it's one per attack. When
Okay.
you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expend 1 spell slot. So every time you hit,
Okay. What was it? 3d8?
the damage should be on his sheet.
It is. He doesn't have it for the level 2, and I'm using it as level 2.
Drag it off of level 1 and right click 1 time. Like left click the drop of blood, drag it to the side, then right click. It'll add a dice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. He's definitely having a shitty day.
And he will attack him again.
It's a crit.
And I will use... If he doesn't... Okay, good. Yay. So he's done with his turn.
Valdu.
Both the Grolls in front of me are still looking pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, they don't seem to be having too bad a time. They're trying to eat you. And you can tell that, I mean, they're hurting. They're not great, but you can tell, by the way, that these creatures are trying to paralyze you with their tentacles.
Can I tell which ones hurt worse?
Between, let's see.
21 and 26.
Definitely 21.
Valdu would turn to 26 and cast a spell. That was supposed to be 26, and I realized I still had 21 done. You want me to roll it again or no?
No, it's fine. He failed his save.
He failed his save. At the end of his spell, Valdu would scream the word bunny, and the Growl would therefore turn into a bunny.
Which one? 21 or 26?
26.
Got it?
A nice, harmless baby bunny.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's see here.
Hit.
Nice. How's he looking?
He's got half his tentacles missing and a big old chunk missing out of his brain.
Nice.
20 hasn't been damaged yet, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Oh, apparently I clicked too much. Chris is connecting.
How much hit points would a baby bunny have?
Not many. You don't get to specify an age.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, a small bunny. Not even a jackrabbit.
Not many.
I released Bomir.
Copy.
Come at me, bro.
And he does indeedeth come at you, bro. Alright, let's say for simplicity, I'm gonna have... Bring Orin back in, please. Just so you have a token.
Got it.
There you go. You can play Grell 12 and Grell 21. There. Just simplify that.
I got Grell 20 and 21.
We'll just take little Mr. Bunny off the board for now. Just smooth things out.
Okay.
And it's Grell 20's turn. So you'd play it the exact same. Left click and target and attack. He gets one attack with each.
It's not a friendly target.
Oh, that's the Shield Guardian. That was my fault. Oh, so it has to be friendly for you to control it.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just trying to, so you didn't have to sit there now that Chris is here. It connects with Durandon. Chris disconnected. You do successfully resist its poison. On Grell 2. Misses. And misses.
Hey, release Bomir and I'll take his turn real quick and then...
I never... Oh, he did try to grab him.
He did. There he goes. Okay, Bomir will turn to Grell number 2. And he will swing his Warhammer. Mighty Warhammer.
It's a hit.
Damn. And he will cast that. And he will also use a Divine Smite level 2.
And he was smoteth. Does he get another attack?
Yes, he has another attack. He will... Can I use his Lance across... If I go to the right corner, can I use his Lance across 21? Damn it. He will try to toss the net at him then.
Okay.
He'll go up there and he will target Grell 21. And he will toss the net. Well, I don't know why I did 2. Doesn't matter anyways.
Because you have 2 targeted.
Ah, shit. I thought you said 2 was dead.
I did not.
Oh, well, I want to take that back then. You said he's dead. I was like, okay. So that's why I moved. My bad. Still at Grell 2, not at Grell 21. And he will swing the Warhammer at him again.
That's a crit.
That's a nice Warhammer hit.
And now
Right.
he's dead.
Okay, sorry.
I think you missed the word almost.
Okay, I probably did.
Okay. It's a definite hit.
A lot of nice rolls going on here.
Durandon's surrounded.
I roll to the other side of the boat.
Before or after your attack?
Before.
Okay.
And chug a potion of greater healing.
Gotcha.
So it'll be 14.
Fixed. And the Grell is attempting to kill this pesky druid. And fails miserably. They're trying to get them some frickin' rogue, but no bastard's squirrely, man. And he rolls an automatic miss, provoking an attack of opportunity. From you, Durandon. Yep. And funnily enough, that kills him.
Well, that's one down.
You guys are resisting the hell out of their poison.
Durandon, or Bomir, will move over to the edge, take aim on Grell number 20 with his repeating crossbow.
Hit.
And since it is a repeating, he should be able to attack him again, correct?
Yes, with his.
Yep.
To miss.
And that's his turn.
I will, not surprisingly, do the same thing again. I will do nothing.
The
I'm
Grell
assuming. Yeah, apparently. Oh, wait, I can take lucky, right?
will. You can.
I'll tell you, hold on, let me roll again. Yep, I'm taking it.
And that is a hit.
I almost forgot about that for a minute.
And that killed it. You can plan your move. I'll switch over to Valdu. With a hit.
Wow.
Still do a decent bit of damage with a 1.
He's gonna cast Shield of Faith. Bomir is it's a bonus action.
On.
Durandon gives him a +2 to his armor class.
Okay. And the grill misses.
And he will take aim at the Grell again with his crossbow.
It's a miss.
Damn boats all up and down and shit.
Did you apply that? Don't now. I was just curious if you did apply Shield of Faith to him.
No, I didn't know how I did that, so...
Need same as a target and click effect.
Okay.
It'll wear off. Alright, Baldu, what you got?
Same thing. Oh no, never mind. There's no one near me.
Yeah.
Valdu would point his longbow at Growl 20 and fire. Give me a second, though. I have a minor problem here. I have no arrows in the quiver. I'm supposed to.
You have 60 arrows in your inventory. You just need to change to show it.
Yeah, give me a second.
I did it. Go ahead.
Alright, thank you.
Yep. Hit. And Durandon.
Meanwhile, he would look around his boat to make sure everyone else was alright.
Everyone else is doing well, managing the boat as best they can.
And swing.
If a 2 hit, a 5 hit. And you cut down the last Grell.
I stand over his body and just look at him and go, "Not damn time."
They attempted to ambush you and failed. So, shortly thereafter, you will find yourselves finding your way out of this little area. I'm going to take a restroom break real quick, then I'll come right back at it.
What about the bunny?
The bunny's dead. I'm assuming
Hey.
you killed the bunny.
Did Chris
Well,
come back on?
in
He
the
is not yet.
spell, it says if the thing reduces to 0 hit points, then it reverts to its original form.
Original form doesn't make it alive.
But, alright. I mean, I'm not going to argue. You want it dead, okay.
I yell over to Valdu, "Is there any way we can salvage parts of these?"
Valdu would turn, look at the creatures, and on that note, I'll wait for Tony to get back.
Yeah, too bad you don't have a rogue that can, distill the poison from it. Oh, wait, we do.
Do you have to have a feat or ability to distill poison?
Rogues get it if they go the assassin tree, I believe, is the one that does it. They get the ability to create poison.
Okay.
Which I'm not. I'm an arcane trickster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we had a rogue that could milk it, we'd be good. We do. It's just not you.
Fucking Durandon, start milking. Milk it hard, man.
Well, see, here's the thing, and this is something I wanted to talk with Tony about at some point. Because of my character's background, if I was in a lab or a kitchen, would I be able to make poisons?
You got an alchemical background or something?
Culinary.
Well, you might be able to fucking cook somebody to death.
I don't know. You give a pissed off chef a puffer fish, someone's gonna die.
That's why I don't eat puffer fish. It's with the Asian music and the drops of makes me want to go to sleep.
And go to sleep. Okay. First, Josh, the confusion over the polymorph spell. It's saying not that if a bunny has 1 hit point, you do 1 hit point of damage, that it goes back to being a grow with 3,000 hit points. It's saying if you polymorph it into a bunny and you step on said bunny and reduce it to 0 hit points, it's dead. As a bunny, it died. After its death, it will revert to its original form. It doesn't stay as a bunny. It doesn't gain the life back. It's still dead. It just goes back to its original form, in the same form as a doppelganger, which can appear like Orin. But if it dies, it goes back to its other form.
Right, so just like any other shapeshift. Alright,
In regards to assassination, or as a cooking. Cooking is a skill. It basically gives you the ability, the proficiency with cooking tools, which is everything in the kitchen. You could create some varieties of things that would make people sick, but when it comes to specific poisons, like assassin's blood or an ingestible poison, you wouldn't be able to create those, but you would be able to taint food, sometimes with deadly effect. The difference is it's not an actual poison, it's just tainted food. But these creatures don't have poison, it's an excretion, it cannot be farmed.
Would Valdu know of any pieces of this he could, take off that would be valuable?
Not in particularly, no.
Okay, he would look at Durandon and say, there's nothing about them I know of that is valuable.
Durandon nods.
Remind me at the end of the game to show you guys how to create effects for your potions. I have a feeling that they may be used more often. Alright, so.
Durandon, you need healed, right?
Yes, I do.
You have to come over to my boat for me to heal you.
You can just close that map and cast the heal.
Got it. We'll say we pull the ropes closer. That being said, can we tie the ropes closer?
Don't tie it too tight, Orin snapped.
Yeah, snap my ass. Silk rope don't snap. Just saying.
I didn't know anybody used silk rope on it. It can snap.
How close are you wanting to go?
I don't know. I wasn't entirely being serious. I mean, we could tie them all so that they're maximum 10 feet apart. I guess that might help us, if we come to rapids again. Yes, no, anybody?
So basically, what you're saying is take the existing lengths of rope and what, double them over?
Pretty much, yes.
I'm good for that.
You know, just to help so we don't get further separated. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and cast healing. And that being said, Valdu would begin asking if any of them know in general which direction we need to go.
I say we follow the current, seeing as how it's pushed us down this far.
Okay, sorry about that. The Zentarum guides pretty much tell you it's a 12-mile stretch of river that varies in intensity. Sometimes it's an easy transition, sometimes it's not. It's one of the reasons why this route to Mantle Dareth is not the most commonly traveled.
Is there anything we can do to make it easier? Perhaps go to a shore and try to stay close to it.
They tell you that staying close to the walls is a bad idea.
Do not stay close to the walls. Got it.
All the tunnels go to the same area.
Okay. He would say, you know, if they see one that they recognize as generally safe, to point it out.
Okay, they will do that. You guys travel the rest of your few minutes in this large cavern, and you notice that up ahead are two tunnels, one to the left, one to the right, where the water is pouring out of this tunnel down two separate tunnels.
Alright, people, we need to start thinking of things that might slow us down. Anything that we can use as like a drag anchor. Does anybody have anything heavy that's expendable?
I'm looking.
Valdu.
Oh, sure. Kill another healer. That's a great idea, Warren.
I got nothing. Can you conjure a rock?
Let me look. Not necessarily, no.
So, you guys don't necessarily have time to carry on a massive conversation. You're going to have to choose left or right.
Does Zentarum have any advice for this?
They don't. They navigated as best they can in the past.
Which one looks slower?
You can't tell, they're both pouring.
I say left.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go left.
Alrighty. You guys paddle to the left. And as you do, you start a drop. As you drop down, I'm just tracking the speed and stuff here.
Now, before you continue, I would do my best to try and keep the boats slowed down. What do I roll for this?
You're choosing to take your turn to try and slow the boats down, right?
If I do not see any enemies, yes.
Okay, that's going to be a strength check. From everybody, Bowmere included.
I mean, you guys want to keep them slow, right? Oh boy.
Okay.
So all of you managed to slow your speed down. I got to pull that note back up there. There it is. All right. So let's go.
Where is that? Could you share that with
I'm
us?
gonna share it. I gotta edit it real quick. Take a couple people off. That's okay. So you guys managed to get your speed down. All right. So you fly down the tunnel. You're doing your best to slow yourself down, and I need a perception check from each of you, please.
Stay with my first one.
Okay. You stick with your first one. You guys are going. As you're going down, you start to notice towards a little slowly that the ceiling is dropping. Give me a dexterity check to see if you can duck fast enough to avoid knocking your head.
Everybody?
Everybody. Your perception checks were not sufficient to grant you advantage.
Would I have time to scream? Would that, like, since I'm in front, would that give them a chance?
Well, you're not always in front. The water's moving you guys around beyond your control at some points. But
Okay.
no. The majority of you, Valdu, managed to drop down and right as you feel it. And I'm going to need a D6 from Durandon and 2D6 for Bomir.
Oh, fuck.
Where's that shitty roll when I actually need it?
Whoa, whoa. Thank you.
I yell across. You okay there, Bomir?
Bummer just lifts up his hand and waves you away.
Cool.
Alright, give me another round of perception checks, please. Alrighty, so you guys start to duck, and you travel down about a good minute to 2 minutes downward with the ceiling scraping right above you. The area above you eventually flies open into a larger cavern. You enter a smooth, clear section of water. There are small green lizards that are running across the water, trying to get out. Your boat is picked up 10 miles an hour. That puts Valdu's boat at 20 and the others at 30 on this downward rush of water. In doing so, your boat flies across this small cavern, and you notice that a small waterfall joins this section of the river. While it does get you soaking wet, it doesn't necessarily change your speed. You notice that that's possibly where the other tunnel, the one to the right you guys didn't take, would have joined back up. So on the upside, you managed to dodge a waterfall.
Nice.
Now, you have what looks like ahead only one exit, but you look like you have about 2 minutes to rest or take any actions that you desire to take.
You want to slow the boat
Slow
down?
down.
I'll take that as roll strength.
Yeah, it's a strength roll for everybody. Bomir doesn't seem to be able to keep his boat in line, but his boat moving continues moving faster and faster, pulling ahead of the rest of you, starting to pull you guys.
Do we see anything coming up as to where the exit is? Or do you need me to roll?
Nope, you're fine. I'll let you know, I promise. So, as you exit, you guys spend your time trying to slow down. As you exit this cavern, you notice that you're... Sorry about that. I had to... The water, as it funnels into this area, starts to pick up speed, creating the raging rapids you saw at the beginning. Your boat is tossed left and right, and while it does jostle you and hasten your journey, it doesn't seem to affect you guys. You guys are starting to adjust to it. Your boat picks up speed greater and greater, and you fly into another small cavern. Far below, you see some sunken, monstrous statue with multiple arms, 4 arms specifically. And the water's clear, and you can see glittering below a statue of a multi-armed demon.
Is it multi-headed as well?
Not that you can tell.
But the water's still moving fast, yes?
Correct. You guys had picked up speed. Your speeds are still displayed correctly. And you see it below you.
A lot of glittering, you said.
Yes.
What do
Do we
I
have an
roll to
anchor?
try and see what it is?
Perception. And no, you guys haven't found a perception or a anchor to use.
Oh, I see a shiny.
Well, puke green doesn't work either.
It definitely appears to be a gold statue.
Anybody got water breathing?
I do not.
Alrighty. At this point, you guys are being pushed along. Give me a dexterity check. I'm sorry, a perception followed by a dexterity check. Notice
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Am I able to see enough of the statue in order to do like a quick basic sketch of what it would look like?
Yes, it looks like a Merilith. If you don't know what that is, I'll send you a picture in a minute.
Yeah, please.
So perception and dex.
Yes.
There's another perception. Hey, there we go. And there we go.
Oh
Yeah.
god, my rolls are getting lower.
Dude, baby poop green's not working for you.
Right?
I can finally see people's dice colors again.
Okay. As all of you manage to see the rock sticking out of the water, but none of you managed to dodge it, primarily because you're all tied together, and a 3 makes it much more difficult for those of you, increasing the difficulty. Let's see. Durandon and Valdu, you're both get knocked prone, and as the boat takes damage, I'm tracking the damage on my own, because you guys don't know it, you're not able to assess. Bomir, when the rock hits, it throws you out of the boat.
Lovely.
So,
Do I do a
strength check to try to swim to the river, or to the boat, as it, or grab a rope or something.
athletics check?
That'll work.
Okay.
What do I
Fucking
gotta
A.
roll to try and come back up from being prone?
You will just be able to.
Am I prone? I missed that.
Yes, you are both prone.
Okay. As soon as I'm able to get myself up, would I notice that he's in the water? Like, would he be? Are you screaming? Are you making noise?
He's swimming, but you're not able to do a whole lot. You're trying to keep your boat from sinking. I need another athletics check, please.
Okay.
I was going to throw him a rope, but okay.
Fucking A.
Okay, so you're able to swim to the boat and pull yourself back in with the assistance of the others. And at the area ahead, you do notice off to the side a beach that the Zentarum quickly point out to everyone.
Go to
Go
beach,
there.
go to beach.
There are 3 of you.
Yep.
You're going to have to steer. That's a DC. Now, before you roll it, 2 of you have to succeed, and you can pull the 3rd one. If 2 of you fail, you will pull the other down. Away, I should say.
Oh, I still got 2 luckies, so what do I roll here?
Strength check.
Oh, nice.
Lucky.
That's got to count for something.
Okay. So, increasing the DC for Bomir doesn't matter because he didn't make the base DC. And increase the DC a little for Durandon because you're going 30 miles an hour. You still manage to pull all of your boats to the rocky shore.
I would very quickly try to look around the rocky shore after getting everybody aboard and see if there is any immediate dangers.
There are no immediate dangers that you see.
Durandon walks up to the edge of the water and kicks it, and then walks away saying, "Fuck water."
I hate water. Stupid water. Alright, so you managed to beach your crafts and dodge the last combat. If it makes you feel better, you would have ended up in the... You would have ended at the... 1, 2, 3... 3 more events, depending on which tunnels or splits you took, and 1 more potential combat, depending on which splits you took, and you would have been at the end of this. So, you guys traveled 9 miles, which is a day and a half travel in a matter of 5 hours.
Nice.
Me and Bomir need to get together. Let's see. Yeah, me and Bomir are going to need to get together. Figure out which items he lost while he was in the water. Alright, so. I'm assuming, based off of the fact that you guys are all going to fall on the dirt and try and recover, that you are wanting to rest.
Absolutely. If that is an option given, yes.
Yep.
It is an option given. I'm going to apply a long rest.
Oh, good.
Wipe out everybody's stuff. And are you guys wanting to start tracking? The Zentarum tell you are less than a day from the cavern in which you find Mantle Dareth.
I say we go.
Okay. So and they tell you that the other groups will be able to meet up with you. All of the lake tunnels and the river tunnels lead to the caverns around Mantle Dareth.
Will I look at the Zentarum and ask them, will it be easy for the other group to be able to find a path to Mantle Dareth?
Absolutely. Each of you had some from each group is what I was told. So because you guys didn't centralize the Zentarum guides, you're able to find your way. So, that being said, you guys start traveling the next day. While traveling, I'm going to need a perception from all of you.
Damn it, it's not letting me roll again. There it goes.
Nice.
Okay, so one of the things, Valdu, you notice there has been some seismic activity in this area. And as you guys are moving down the tunnels, that some are wet, some are not, you find a cavern that has been revealed through some seismic activity that had previously basically created a crack that caused some rocks to fall away, and a previously buried entrance is now showing. And the Zentarum tell you that they've never seen it, even though they've traveled or at least been given information about these tunnels. Now, looking down the corridor, you can see about 60 feet. You can't, it all looks like just cavern, tunnel, not worked stone.
What do you guys think? Oh, wait. Do I see any creatures here? Any bugs or anything?
No.
Don't forget, I also have Dawnbringer that we can use for light.
Well, you guys want to go down with ready to bell in case we see something like, another good demon lord?
Sure.
Now, I will say this. You guys, when you see this, you're only about an hour from the primary tunnel that they tell you Mantle Dareth is in, where you will be able to meet up with the rest of the group.
I say we mark it and continue to Mantle Dareth.
Yeah, I didn't know we were that close. I can go with that.
They didn't say Mantle Dareth was an hour away. It's just an hour to the main tunnel that leads to Mantle Dareth.
Well, that's
where
what
we
I'm
can
saying.
meet up with the group, though.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, is that this might be a good place to swing back around to.
I mean, I'll go either way. I mean,
That's what I heard.
Orin, what do you want? Do you want to go into the tunnel, or do you want to try to go back to the main tunnel and meet up?
I am not going to make that decision for Belmir.
Okay, sure.
That's just not something that I feel comfortable. If you guys want to go exploring, Belmir will go. If you guys want to mark it till later, Belmir's a little bit more cautious than I am. Chris just in general is more cautious. So I don't know if he would. I don't believe he'd be like, yeah, let's go rolling through here. He'd probably be worried about Sully and Orin.
Yeah,
But
I
that's my 2 cents.
I kind of do want to continue on to Mantle Dareth.
All right, on the Mantle Dareth we go then. Or onto the main path we go then.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. Couldn't answer you right away. So, you guys continue about an hour and a half-ish. What you do find is the tunnel opens up into a massive cavern. And you can see from here, the cavern's lit up as well, that in many different areas of this cavern dump waterfalls. Some of them dump or just pour in at the water level. Some of them pour in from levels that are quite a bit higher than the water level. So if you came out of there on a boat, it definitely looks like it would probably not be the most enjoyable transition. And so one of the Zentarum takes you through a number of small side tunnels and around the back of a massive stalactite, not alone. I mean, there's tons of them. Now, when you do come around to the back of one of these stalactites, you come out of a tunnel, and he points out across the water. As you come out of the tunnel, you're able to see that the stalagmites have combined from in the water. They've merged, not formed like a small one, but a one that's a couple hundreds of feet across. Now, But you notice when you come out from this back area, it looks like it's a difficult, an area you wouldn't be able to see. It's a secret tunnel. That's not necessarily like a secret passage, but it wouldn't be clear. Now, from this angle, and from this angle alone, you're able to see that the stalactite, while it appeared from the front to be a normal stalactite, is showing evidence of having been converted into a colonized area.
Alright, Valdu, since he pointed at it, Valdu would ask, who is there? What is this?
He tells you that is Mantle Dareth.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice.
He says it is only approachable and visible from these angles, which are only known to the 4 groups who maintain residency in Mantle Dareth.
Will they welcome us in, or will we have resistance?
The Zentarum are one of the 4, and they hold the complete authorization to come and go as they choose. They tell you that Mantle Dareth is a outpost for trading. There are 4 factions, and they kind of sit down and to discuss it with you. They say there are 4 factions in Mantle Dareth. The Dwergar of Gracklestug, the Deep Gnomes of Blingdenstone, and they've been on the surface as well, but presently of Blingdenstone, the Zentarum of the surface, and the Drow of Minzo Baranzan.
Whoa.
It is a neutral ground. Mantle Dareth has endured for centuries as a neutral outpost, where Drow, Dwergar, Svirfnebli are neutral and non-hostile with surface dwellers and each other. They meet, they trade without fearing for their lives. Despite its usefulness, Mantle Dareth has never become a town because the members, all 4 towns, have agreed to not turn it into a colony for any, in order to maintain its neutral status. So they don't.
Nice.
It is split into 4. Each group has its own quarter. There is a trade that is agreed. That's just agreed that everybody trades freely. There are very few rules, but the rules are extremely rigidly enforced.
What are said rules?
I'm going to go over them. The main rule when it comes to Mantle Dareth is no stealing goods from fellow merchants, no disguising goods by any means, no use of magic during any negotiations or haggling. Those are the primary rules. No stealing, no disguising goods, no use of magic during negotiations and or haggling. The punishment for breaking any of these is very straightforward. The violator is wrapped in chains and tossed into the Dark Lake.
Nice.
Regardless of their race, regardless of their organizational affiliation. He tells you that the people change fairly often, but Gazrim Dulak is the chief negotiator of and the head merchant of the Zentarum outpost. They tell you that some things you should know about them is that, excuse me, I had to cough. Of them, Lorthun, or Gazrim, is very powerful in the Zentarum for one primary reason. He's highly intelligent. I mean, he is incredibly intelligent, and he admits that. But the reason why he is so effective in his move through the organization is because he has made an agreement and has a alliance with a beholder named Lorthun. the Zentarum group have heard the Beholder was wounded. They don't know when or how, but it still is clearly strong enough to be a threat. But that's just what they've heard.
Do they know what the agreement was specifically?
They have no idea, but it allies with Gazrim specifically. So, the outpost of Mantle Dareth has three entrances. 2 from the Dark Lake, 1 from the area in an actual depression behind those mountains on the picture behind, and they can take you in any one you want. Typically, the Zentarum come in from the depression on the northwest area. That is the area used by the gnomes of Blingden Stone. They can get you in any of them. The Drow tend to come from the Dark Lake in the northeast, and the Dwergar tend to come from Gracklestug from the southeast, but they can take you in the Dark Lake entrance, either one, or they can take you around to the Zentarum's primary entrance.
How much longer will it take to go through the Zentarum's primary entrance?
It's a matter of hours to get to any of them from this point.
I would say we take the land one.
Yeah, because that way it would be less remarked upon.
Okay, so my understanding from Orin and Sully was that you guys were going to destroy that portal and head this way.
Yes.
So, you guys would need to wait a little. You guys would end up waiting. I'm assuming you guys aren't going to rush straight into Mantle Dareth. You guys are going to stop here and, you see it and rest and make contact with your party, which is going to take about a day and a half. Is it reasonable to assume that you guys aren't going to advance till the party's back together?
Sure. That's fine by me.
I don't care if you wait or not. I just assumed you would.
Bomir would probably wait and see if we show up at a set time.
Well, there's not a set time, but you guys do eventually show up.
Yeah, like he would wait, like, okay, let's wait 3 days and then we'll go in. They can meet us inside type deal.
So, you guys do rejoin. So now is the discussion of... We're probably not going to dive into Mantle Dareth with 20 minutes left. It wouldn't do justice to it.
Right.
The question is now, and you don't have to answer it now, do you turn around and go back to that place you marked? Or do you want to go towards Mantle Dareth?
See,
at the start of the next game.
To it.
How far back is it?
An hour.
Hour or two.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Orin would be okay with that.
Okay.
Durandon?
Durandon wants to go toward Mantle Dareth because he wants a bed.
We'll get you a damn bed.
Think
I'm
about all
just
we
saying,
can find.
might be a good idea to get this while it's uncovered.
He'll go where the party goes. He has stated he wants to continue to Mantle Dareth.
So, how about this? 1, because I'd like to see it used more, but 2, because we're missing 2 people, 1 of which is usually pretty strongly of an opinion. Why don't we throw a post on the forums tonight? We got 20 minutes left in the game. Why doesn't someone put a post on the forums on the in-character post, and we can go over some effects as well? Has anybody got an objection to the use of the time that way, the remainder of the game?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording here and call this the game for the night officially.